Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be using the Panther A, the HE-111, and the IL-2. The HE-111 and IL-2 will be our air support, and the Panther A will just be our ground vehicle. So let's see how that goes. Although I'm gonna try and set up a party chat, so our teammates are not distracted by me commentating. Alright. Start up the battle and start up the party chat. Let's go, boys. Okay. Let's see how many free repairs I got left for the Panther A. Repair. Don't have any more free repairs left, but hey. Oof. That 3,000 or 4,000 repair cost is gonna hurt me a lot. Ouch. You know, honestly, one of my dream things is to own my own tanks. Because that would be cool to own my own little Panther, my own, own Sherman. Hell, even a T-34 would be dope as fuck. Oh, sorry. My controller got tangled in my controller. My mic got tangled in my controller. Okay, so we got an IL-2. Honestly, I prefer the 250 pounders because I am fucking inaccurate as hell with these things. These things are just the worst in terms of I'm just the worst when it comes to accuracy, bro. I just suck. Especially when it comes to bombs, unless it's a full-on bomber with a bomb sight. Of which I like using this HE-111 when I know that there's not going to be any fighters up. But even then, wait, what? Okay, let's see. Might as well increase the accuracy. Fire accuracy, fire precision, because, you know, half the time I can't hit my shots with that 7.92 Mauser. But what would be cool for War Thunder is like a mode where you have your friends that you could play with, and you work together to operate a vehicle such as like a Panther A. Like they could be driving the hull, like they could be using the hull, and you could be, you know, firing the gun. I personally think that would be awesome. Okay. Sorry for the disturbance in the background. I don't have a house of my own. I guess the 76mm Sherman would be better off just shooting right here. They're kind of trying to destroy a Panther, they should go boom! Go right through the entire hull, killing the entire crew. It's 145mm. 125. It's only 60mm, but with this angle right here, it's thick, thicker than a Snicker. Yeah. The only bad thing I see. Oh, I didn't even ready up. Shit. Sorry that I wasted a couple minutes of your guys' time. Okay, so. Yo.
Going out back with Ann.
Roger.
Did they call you for the interview?
Nope. Nope, they did not.
Well, they fuck out.
This, Panther is pretty much probably the best tank of World War II. Although it would have been the best tank of World War II even more if it had a barrel stabilizer, in my opinion. If I could go back in time when the Germans are designing their tanks, I'd be like, yo, see how the Americans are using barrel stabilizers? Put one on the Panther. What? You already have a good suspension. Yeah. But at the same time, if you put a barrel stabilizer, and also make sure that you can simplify production and make it so your Panzer V did not have to take about a week to make. Because it is, honestly, when it came to the Germans, like, yeah, they made really good tanks, but the most of the problem was is that they couldn't keep up with the Allies destroying all their tanks, because the Allies would have 5 Shermans versus 1 Tiger. And honestly, that isn't very good when it comes to armament. Like, it doesn't really matter if how good armor you have, they can simply overwhelm you and destroy your tank. Or just go around you. Which is why I don't really like how Germany really didn't think of that. Because they're fighting the Russians. How the fuck are they supposed to destroy all their factories? Exactly. In Germany's factories were getting destroyed all the time by the Allies on the Western Front. So, if the Allies would say instead, oh fuck. That's a 90mm gun, that's gonna hurt a lot. Fuck. Gosh, it's not good. Gosh, it's not good. Good. I'm dead. Yeah. That super Pershing, I could do nothing to. Like, especially because he had his hold down. I had a hold down position. Like, I don't even know how I was supposed to fight that. But hey, now I got an HE-111. Ain't the best plane, but still gonna hit like a truck. Those aren't quite friendly. I hear him, but I don't see him. Okay, I need to stop paying attention to that. Hopefully it's not an enemy plane that's staring me down. Now, where the hell is that Pershing? I want revenge, brother. Okay, they're capturing the B point. I do not have an air brake. But what I do know is that this is gonna hurt them a lot. Oh, scheiße. Yes! Yes! Killed them. Yes, I got... Holy shit! My Luftwaffe is best! And... I have... Yeah, I'm gonna... Ah, shit. Oh! Oh! Oh, fuck. Ah, come on! Crash landing. But I did get 3 kills. Holy shit. I was not expecting that. I really wasn't. I was expecting to maybe get like 1, maybe 2 kills. No, I got 3. Holy shit. That... Oh my goodness. The Luftwaffe is fucking terrifying. Yeah. But yeah. The Germans focused on streamlined production instead of straight up building the best tanks. Or focusing on building the best tanks. they would have won the war. Like, no problem. Like, they had the Panzer III and Panzer IV, but even then, the Panzer III and Panzer IV were just... For example, the Panzer III, honestly, it has only 50 millimeters of armor in the front, which is barely enough to defend against something like, a Sherman. And that's frontal armor. And Panzer IVs only have, like, 30 millimeters in the side. Like, 30 millimeters. Like, it would be unwise for you to angle, because they don't have to aim for your frontal armor to kill you. They could just get hit in the side, and there goes your ammunition and your entire crew. For the Panzer III, on the other hand, they still have 30 millimeters of armor in the sides. Like, honestly, if they, for example, if the Panzer IV had like 80 millimeters, like this one, the Ausf H, in front, yeah, that was probably the best. And honestly, it's a mini Tiger. The problem I see with the Panzer IV Ausf H is that, yeah, it wasn't the best for streamlined production. Wait, the Panzer IV G is basically the Ausf H. Wait, I'm just stupid. But that 80 millimeters is like unpenetratable by even the Soviet rounds. But let's say they hit you in the turret and you're in a Panzer IV, like in the cheeks, you're just screwed. You're just totally screwed. This Panzer IV, if Germany actually made more Panzer IVs, or instead of making the best tanks and most complicated tanks of World War II and focusing on like that type of shit, like the T-34 literally was cheaper, yet it was an equal to the Panzer IV, which is why Germany lost the war. Number one, they didn't have a lot of manpower. If they didn't try to do the anti-Semitism bullshit that they did, which is total dick move, and honestly, let's just say if the Fuhrer of World War II wasn't the Fuhrer, and let's say Rommel was, there would probably be a big difference in the ending. Cause like, honestly, Hitler in World War II did not really focus on, they did not focus on strategy all that much. And along with that, he was flipping and he grew up as an artist. He did not have a strategic career in military training or anything. And along with that, he's trying to literally do everything himself, which also lost him the war. The reason why Russia won pretty well was because of Stalin actually listening to his commanders and trusting them. But Adolf didn't really think about that clearly. Fucking idiot, honestly. And along with that, if he didn't do all the war crimes, he probably could have used the manpower of, like, all the population of his captured zones, and probably would have won the war with that extra manpower instead of getting rid of that extra manpower. And then along with that, there was the supply shortages. Let's say instead of him trying to let's say he, instead of trying to invade, take Stalingrad, before he invades Russia, let's say he invades the Middle East, or tries to take or trade with the Middle East in terms of the oil fields, because there's a shit ton of oil in the Middle East. like a shit ton. And even then, a really good idea would be for him to get a shit ton of an oil supply and use that. Because if he stockpiles oil supply and waits until he has a really good tank with very good streamlined production, like the Sherman or the G-34, he would make everybody cripple beneath his might, honestly. And along with that, the supplies of the Luftwaffe were running low. He decided, instead of trying to attack Britain, like London, the cities, and attacking the air bases and crippling Britain with its air might, I should probably go, if I go that way, the opposite direction, get a good spot to fight from. Turn around. Why does it take so long to turn around reverse? Probably because of the transmission. Anyway, Germany really should have streamlined its production. Because along with that, if Japan also, let's say Japan did not attack the US and instead invaded Russia with Germany at the same time, they would have crushed them really quickly. Like, Russia would not be able to fight back at all. They'd be having to split their army in two. And all it would take for Russia to be crippled for Germany to take Moscow, which had all their railways. I mean all of their railways. At that time, in 1943, 1945, they didn't have the T-14 track. Tiger 1, Tiger 2, Panthers out of the fighter structure. Dude, that would be scary. Because the Panther already has really good armor. Really good armor. And the only thing that really penetrated from the front was the 90mm gun on the Pershing. So yeah, Pershing would be terrifying for the Panther, but even then it would come out like really late in the war. Germany probably would have won that time, by that time around 1945. Probably even quicker than that. If they just waited, and probably waited until 1945 until they had a lot of oil and every amount of planes possible. And if they didn't have the Americans fighting the Japanese, they could send a Panther and a Tiger over to Japan, and then Japan would have their own little Tiger. Where are we heading? I'm just gonna go this way. I'm gonna move. Yeah, I move up this way against this area. Probably kill them from inside. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good idea. I saw a video on YouTube on this guy that fought with a tiger is a panther like this. I don't know how I'm supposed to see anybody like this.
are these guys? Well, I don't want to push out to get myself shot in the side, but I sort of have to. I'm going to be trying to defeat these guys. Maybe I could, like... Yeah, right here. Perfect. Boom! Okay, there's one. That's 2 kills so far. There's an enemy to the left. On the front. Got 2 over there. Hopefully he can hold his own. Like most werewolves in War Thunder really don't like the animal. They're just like tiger's armor. Which ends up with them getting killed. Or let's say they're using the Tiger 1. They don't wiggle their turret at all. I mean, Tiger 2, they don't wiggle their turret at all. Or if they're in a Panther, they don't wiggle their turret at all either. And I'm probably going to get outflanked here. Means I'm going to need to turn around and meet the enemy. Oh, shite. I can hear him on towards my right. Could push off to the right now towards my building. Oh, that's probably... Oh, fuck, the earbud's in the wrong ear. Probably that's why. Fuck. Yeah, there truly is nobody here. Okay, is that an EBR? That EBR's dead. And of course I'm lagging. That bad. Is that a P8? No, that was a bomb. It probably missed something pretty hard. Broke a lot of people. This guy just should serve as a shell. Is that guy alive? Yeah, he's alive. Come on, everybody, peek out. Here. Here, else we'll that. Yeah, secondary lost the Jack Panther 3018 over here. Well, I'm about to be impressed. I don't even know how to say that thing. Most likely, if I play it in time, have a rough time fighting back. What I'm thinking is I'll try and flank up, turn it left right here. This guy's already dead, okay? More possibility to kill this guy. And kaboom! There goes the Frenchie. There goes the first. We did see icon of a tank destroyer nearby this way. Let's see. Oh, I'm already towards their spawn. Oh. Okay. That is lovely. Destroyed Tiger. There's a lot of destroyed guys in there. I'm curious about is where the hell are all the enemies? Is that even alive? No, that's dead. Okay, push into the spawn and the camp will fight back. Okay, that's good. As you can see, Panthers and German tanks are the best place to turn. Because I already have 2 kills. Not that impressive, but, you know, it's better than having to pay 4,000 silver lines to get repaired. When I first started playing Germany, I thought my armor was impenetrable, and in reality, I could easily get penetrated by a lot of things. That guy's dead. Black. Help. Ah, shit. Well, my cannon breach is not destroyed. Plus, my turret is sort of like at an angle. So hopefully if he does shoot at me, it'll just bounce off. That's what I'm particularly worried about. That's a French SA-50, a Super Sherman. Surprised I even lived through that. 5 more seconds, and then my turret will be fully operational. Hey. Pretty much everything's operational on my tank, and so far I haven't been destroyed. That means I'm probably gonna be not having to really pay for repairs other than the moderately broken turret ring. That guy's still over there? Let's just hope not. 3 kills, boys, 3 kills. Holy shit. Ugh. Sorry for my rant, boys. Holy hell. That match was, sort of a struggle, but like, I did pretty well for not being destroyed first thing. Because as you can see, I lived through the entire match. Didn't die once. 3 ground targets destroyed, and almost all of my critical hits ended up in a full-on death of an enemy. Only 1 hit ended up being, not particularly destructive. I did live through the entire game. Wow. It's been a while since I've lived through the entire game, especially in like a German tank. Unless I'm like literally camping up in a spot where they can't see me. You know? So, yeah, this tank's awesome, and I hate to say it, but like, all these Werevu players complaining about getting flanked, it's because they're overextending. Like, even Spookston can attest to that. You got a good gun, good mobility, you got probably the best armor in a medium tank at this rank. Like, everybody's complaining about, oh, I should not be getting flanked every 5 seconds by an EVR. Like, yeah, that's frustrating, because you can't really do anything about it, but as long as you're playing conservatively and going to the spots where the EVRs are, as long as you're angling like this, you literally cannot be penetrated by those idiots, I think. Let me see. I might be wrong. Because unless it's like the Battle Pass EVR, you're probably fucked, but otherwise, I've never really had a problem with the EVR, honestly. Where the fuck is that EVR? Maybe it's in 5 rank? Possibly? That's 7.0. Maybe 3 rank? Where? I can't even find it. Where the hell? Well, the same gun of the EVR is on the SA-50, I think. Okay, yeah, this is the same round. Like, yeah, they can't really penetrate your frontal armor, but they can definitely penetrate right here. Which is what you have to be careful about with French tanks. Like, they can really, really hurt your entire crew. But if they really are really bad French players, they're probably gonna like hit your frontal plate, thinking that they can penetrate you with this round up in the front plate. But if they're a little smarter, they'll aim right here and pretty much kill your entire turret crew, as you saw last round. Okay, I'm gonna end the video here. I'm gonna make another, and
like and subscribe. Have an awesome day. Have an awesome week. An awesome night, depending on your time zone. This is Soul Leader 14, signing off.